Hi, this is Jason Hatheway of Hatheway Design, and we're going to discuss professional landscape and garden design tips. In terms of garden tips, there's a few here. We're always trying to block out the neighbors, and there's usually a limit on how high you can build a wall. In this case, we have a slump stone wall that we built. This is the max height we could go to, but it did allow us to put a trellis on that allowed us to also grow some vines. This will allow us to block out the neighbors a bit more and add a different texture to the garden. Personally, I love green. I think that people often look for flowers to be one of the only ways you can add color to a garden without looking at how you might be able to use the leaves and the textures of plantings to create a much more interesting effect. If you look throughout here, it's green, but there's yellow green, chartreuse, gray greens, and it also works really well with the blue color of the pool and the tannish yellow color of the walls. One of the things we did here when we redesigned this area was to limit the amount of different types of materials that we were using. We had a wood wall, some stucco walls, and then we also had this slump stone wall right here. And what we decided to do, this was a wood wall originally, we took it out and we tried to match everything so we had a more uniform shape and design running throughout the whole project. A lot of people like to have a water feature in the yard, and this is a great example. This is not a lot of water going down the side of this fountain, but as you can see, it makes a nice little sound and a nice little effect for the area to create sort of a serene feeling. We have a lot of little different plantings in here, and they bloom at different times of the year. Apple tree, apricot. These will of course get bigger unless they are pruned back heavily to make sure that they stay an appropriate size for the yard. We also have a backdrop of these birch trees which help block out the garage a little bit in this small area and also create some shade in the afternoon. This is Jason Hatheway of Hatheway Design, and we have been discussing professional landscaping and garden design tips.